Some news that has hit. Apparently, Dellin Betances is staying in New York, but going over to the Mets. Sign a one-year deal with the Mets. Betances is saying that he loves New York. Grew up in Manhattan, went to high school in Brooklyn, played minor league ball in Staten Island for Staten Island Yankees. Made it to the big leagues in the Bronx. And now he's going over to the Mets in Queens. Betances missed the majority of the 2019 season, low-grade lat strain. During his season debut, Betances suffered a partial tear of his Achilles tendon in his lone appearance, essentially ending his tenure as a Yankee. 31-year-old guy. I'll tell you this, my initial thoughts, okay? For the most part, he can be a devastating reliever. But I would wonder why the Yankees were quick to resign a guy like Chapman and didn't bother to offer Betances anything. Maybe his health. His release point, I think, has been a little bit problematic. But then again, if he improves all of that, his mechanics, he can be devastating. Betances can lose the zone every once in a while. Now, Betances is not effective as a closer. Maybe that's why they signed Chapman. Betances, remember, was supposed to be the heir to Mariano Rivera, but that never really came to fruition. He's been fragile, with the Yankees last few years, and they figured that they could probably spend their money more wisely someone else that's more durable. Seems like he just became a luxury the Yankees couldn't justify with all the payroll they just took on. He reminds me a little bit of a reliever in John Wetland. You can load the bases and then strike out the sides. He's capable of doing that. But listen, when he's healthy, when he's on his stuff, high 90s heater, nasty slide piece. Listen, Lugo, Gazelman, Wilson, Betances, Familia, Diaz. Any one of them maybe could pitch the 7th, 8th, maybe the 9th, maybe for Betances will be different with the Mets. And if they're on that day, any one of them can go 2 innings. That gives the Mets a late inning depth they lacked in 2019. And you might offer, and that will keep Lugo and Wilson fresh or fresher by not needing them multiple days in a row. And no one will get worn out early, which is what you needed, right? I hope all is well.